Welcome everyone. Today's session is going to include a ton of standing warm-ups to help you get ready for your sun salutations. Then we're going to move through some warriors and take a moment to rest at the end. Are you ready? Let's get started. So we know traditional yoga is feet together. We have strong thighs in Tai Chi, so feet shoulders width usually feels a lot better. Remember, all the Tai Chi principles follow for our yoga practice. So head lifting up, shoulders down, armpits open. It's just a different arm position. Waist relaxed, knees soft, and weight centered in the feet. A lot of the times what I'll say is to kind of shift your weight around the foot, forward and back, side to side, or circling. So you can bring that focus down to your feet and really notice where you're actually putting that weight. And then if it's available to you, take a few breaths. Try to relax every part of your body that you can since we're standing. Forehead, jaw, neck and shoulders. That lightness through the upper body as we find that stability through the legs. It's all about how you feel. What's going on with your body right now? Couple more breaths. It's that standing still practice that we have in Tai Chi, just with a different arm position. On the next inhale, we'll gather those arms out to the side and overhead. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed because we're simply just bringing those hands together and then dropping them down to the heart. Pausing for a moment. Thank yourself for showing up today, for creating time for your practice. And just take a moment to know that it's okay to meet yourself where you are. Moving in whatever way you can today. On the next breath, we'll reach those palms up to the sky, pulling away what doesn't serve us, and then just let it go by separating the arms out to the side. Gently let the eyes open in a soft gaze, and we'll start with some small lifts of the arms as we inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, float the arms down the side. So just following your own breath. Inhale, lift, just warming up. Extend through the torso if you can, and then relax down. One more time, all the way up and down. All right, we're going to inhale and we're going to lift and lengthen again, but this time we're going to take a little lean to one side. So we're just going to reach with both arms to one side just a little bit. And then we're going to come back to center and we're going to reach through the other side. So just lean into it, pull those ribs away. We'll go back to the other side, just gentle movements back and forth. You might drop one elbow if it feels good. Again, other side. And then we're going to switch it up. So we're going to come back to center. We're going to drop the right arm. And we're going to reach fingers to heaven and earth. So extend through both arms. See if that helps you lengthen a little bit more. Remembering you can always look down to the earth if that feels better for your neck. And then on our inhale, we're going to come up and level the arms out. And then we're going to switch sides. So we're going to reach up to heaven and down to earth. Extend through. Remember, it's not about how far you can lean, but pulling the ribs away from your hip. And there's that option to look down towards the earth. Now this one's going to be inhaling. Both arms come up towards the sky. So take that left arm overhead. Lift and lengthen. And this time exhale, elbows to ribs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. So inhale, lift up. And then as you do this, almost pull your elbows behind you. So that we're really working through those muscles for our posture. So this squeezing of the shoulder blades actually helps to keep our shoulders in the correct position. So we'll do a couple more. Inhaling up. Exhaling, elbows to ribs. One more. All the way up. And down. Okay, next one we'll reach up. And then we're going to go down the front. Just release those arms. Open up and out to the side. And then we're going to cross the arms. Now left arm coming underneath. You can start with a giant bear hug. If that feels good, you can stay there, just pulling the shoulder blades apart. You could also bring those arms back. Bend at the elbows so that the backs of the forearms touch. So this is pulling those shoulder blades apart. Think extreme of chest sinking in, back rounded. You could bring your palms all the way together, but it's not necessary. We just want to honor where we are. Remembering if those elbows are bent at 90 degrees, fingertips and elbows go up, shoulders go down. So we're really opening through the back. Now we're going to release the arms. We're going to unwrap, reach out to the side, then down behind you, lace the fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades again, lift the heart. Then chin to chest if it feels good. Everything is about how it feels, so you're welcome to lift your arms away from your torso or just hold. And then release. Back to neutral. Arms coming up, out to the side, then in front. Right arm comes underneath. Again, giant bear hug is an option. It's the same thing, pulling those shoulder blades apart, or bring those arms back to the front. Bend the elbows so the fingertips go to the sky. Again, you could complete that twist with the palms or just hold. Each side is going to feel different, but we're trying to open up through the upper back, helping our shoulders find their natural position, also warming up our whole body. One more breath. And unwrap again, reaching out to the sides, down behind you, lace the fingers one more time. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart, chin to chest. And then release. Release the arms. Release the shoulders. We're going to take a big inhale and we're going to lift all the way up, and we're going to take a nice gentle forward fold, bending into the knees. Think about lifting your hips towards the sky and let the head hang down. Focus on where the weight is in your feet. Relax the upper body and focus on lengthening the lower back by lifting the hips just a little bit more. Now we can take a moment for a strength piece and grab our hands to our hips, or we can slowly roll up. Your choice, or arms out to the side. That might help with balance. Coming all the way up on your inhale. And then exhaling down. Here, we're going to stretch through our legs just a little bit more. So we're going to take them nice and wide. Remember, in a wide leg stance, it's about double shoulder width, but the toes point in. This is going to fix our hips, and it's going to change where we feel these stretches. So inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, we're going to hinge forward. You can bend into the knees. You could keep them straight. Hands could be on the mat. You could grab your elbows, or the forearms could even be on your thighs. It's really going to be up to you with what feels best, but think about lifting your hips up just a little bit. Okay, again, strength or taking that extra time to roll up, hands to the hips. Inhaling, whenever you're ready, come up. All right, we're going to reach those arms out again, and we're going to work through a side stretch. So we're going to drop one hand down, and we're going to reach through again. So it's kind of like a modified triangle pose in a way. So reach and extend up, just feeling that side body open, and then back to center and other side. So just switching those arms. And again, you can always look down or just keep your head in line at a neutral position. Okay, both arms come up on the inhale, and we're going to exhale and fold again. So hinge forward, relax everything down. From here, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side. Now, you could just have your forearm on your thigh, and then you take your left arm across. You could grab for your ankle. I want you to find a position that can open up your side body from your ribs to your lower back on the left side. So you might have both hands on your feet, the earth, your legs, whatever feels good. And then back to center. Walk everything across to your left side, stacking right hand over or grabbing the leg. Whatever feels good. How can you open up through that side body and lower back here while we're hitting those hamstrings? Back to center. Lift your hips. Hang for one breath. Nice and centered with the weight in the feet. Where do you feel it? Noticing. And then hands to the hips. Inhale. Come up. Exhale, release. We're going to bring those feet shoulders width. We're going to do a little bit of a cat and cow stretch before we do a sun salutation. So standing cat and cow stretches, hands on the knees, dropping everything. We're going to inhale, and we're going to lift our heart, and our bottom kind of goes out, and then chin to chest, navel to spine, hunching and rounding the back. So again, just following your own breath. Inhaling, lift the heart. Exhaling, round the back. So you might get a little bit more bend in the knees as you lift. And then the legs might get a little bit straighter as you tuck and round. Just trying to find that movement in the spine here, warming up a little bit more before we do a sun salutation. One more. Okay. On the next one, we're going to exhale, and we're going to slowly roll up. So chin to chest, navel to spine, slowly stand, and then roll all the way up. Okay, we're going to turn to the side of the mat. You ready? One sun salutation, whatever that means. That could be lowering down. That could just be back to plank and downward dog like I'm going to demo, okay? But the goal is to follow your breath and to meet yourself where you are. So every day is different. You could start feet together, or they could be shoulders width apart. Remember, go to the front of your mat. We're going to inhale, lift, lengthen, arms coming up. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward and relax everything down. Then we're going to get a nice flat back. Inhale, look to the horizon. Exhale, bend your knees so you can ground your palms. Inhale, step back to plank, one foot at a time. Exhale, lift your hips for downward dog. So right now, think about relaxing your legs a little bit. So you might pedal your feet back and forth, one foot at a time. Feet are hips distance apart.
Push out of your shoulders. Make sure all your toes are on the earth and lift your hips as high as you can. It's not about your heels getting to the ground. It's length through the whole body. And then we're going to walk our feet forward as close as you can to your hands. And then we're going to take a flat back, looking to the horizon on an inhale. And then we're going to fold again. Come all the way up. And then return. Feels pretty good after we warm up, right? Let's do one more. This time we're going to do a warrior on both sides. So from downward dog, we're going to step forward, but we're going to do a warrior instead. So inhaling, lift and lengthen. Exhaling, hinge forward. Then we get our nice flat back, lengthening, hands to the shins, look at the horizon. Then bend your knees so your hands can hit the earth. Step back to your plank, 1 foot at a time. Then lift your hips, push out of your shoulders, and let your head hang. Now remember, feet or hips distance. Hips to the sky. Everything's balanced. That weight is even from your big toe to your little toe. You feel every part of your palm on the earth. So now we're going to do warrior one. So we're going to lift our right leg first. Just even a little bit, but if you can reach towards the sky, great. It's going to challenge your balance. Then move your weight into your arms, bring your knee to your chest, and put your foot as close to your right hand as you can. Then ground your left foot. Squeeze through your abs, lift the arms, move nice and slow to come up. So, when we get here, same Tai Chi principles. Knee over the ankle, hips are open, turning of the torso comes from our waist. Arms could be overhead, or you could have immediately dropped them down, hands to your heart. Same alignment for the feet, 45 degrees between them pretty much. Knees tracking over the toe direction. So we're going to hit number 2, a triangle. We're going to do downward dog, and then we're going to do the other side. So open the hips to the side, let your back foot open a smidge. Find that vertical torso. Extend those arms. Make sure, just like single whip, you're rotating out from the hips so your knee stays in position. This time 180 degrees through the arms and looking down your front arm, turning your head as far as you can, but extending through those fingers so we are engaging through the arms. Okay, pushing our hips a little bit. We're going to straighten our front leg. And we're going to hinge forward, remembering to keep ourselves on this plane like there's a pole behind your back. And you're just leaning to wherever you can reach. That could be all the way down. It could just be touching your shin. As long as you're not collapsing, you're keeping that rotation. Now you could look down to the earth. Looking to the sky really challenges the balance, but it helps keep you on this plane. So now we're going to reverse the sequence. We're going to come up and we're going to bend our knee. We're going to drop the back arm, and then we're going to lift both arms to the sky. Now, we're going to turn into a lunge. We're going to hinge forward nice and slow. Hands on the mat. Step the right foot back. Lift the hips for downward dog. This is the peak of our whole session right here. Find that length through your spine, hips to the sky, push out of your shoulders, weight even in the palms and the feet. One more breath. Then left leg's going to come up. Lift and lengthen as high as you can. And then weight into the arms, knee towards the chest. Bring that foot as close to your palm as you can. See if you can ground your back foot. Slowly come up. Engage through the abs. Arms could stay to the sky. Hands could go to the heart. But make sure, again, hips are open so that weight is centered in your back foot. Knee over the ankle. Weight centered in both feet. Can't lift the toes, can't lift the heel. Turning comes from the waist or lower back area. One more big breath. Then we're going to turn open to the side. Drop the arms or lift them. However you can, get to level, and then look down your front arm. So notice on this side, looking down the left arm feels a little bit easier thanks to single whip, right? Find your vertical torso. Make sure that our back arm is 180 degrees between the arms. Reach through the fingers. And when we go into our triangle, we straighten our leg. Keep that pole behind you. Lean forward. Then find your head position. Neutral, looking down or to the sky. Remember not to fold. Just noticing where you are. Every side is different. All right. Last breath. Then we're going to inhale back to warrior two. Bend your legs. Find your vertical torso. Look down the arm. Right arm's going to drop. Lift both arms up. We're going to come into our lunge. This is our last push. Fold forward. Nice and slow. Ground your palms. Step back to plank. Lift your hips. Take a breath or two. Adjust the width of your feet if necessary. Lift your hips. Lengthen through the body. And we're going to come back into our plank. So push your weight forward to your palms. See if you can slowly lower your knees down. Lots of core work there. Then relax your feet, hips to heels. Finally, a relaxing pose, child's pose. Take a few breaths. Place your head on the mat or your palms. Relax the arms. Maybe you even take them around the side of your legs so the palms face up by your feet. But whatever it is, find a way for you to relax fully for a few breaths. One more big breath. Bring those arms back to the front if you had them at your legs. We're going to inhale. We're going to come up onto the hands and knees. Just do 3 big breaths for cat and cow. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Drop the belly, lift your hips, and look to neutral or up a little bit. Exhaling, chin to chest, navel to spine, hunching and rounding the back. Inhaling, relax. Exhaling, round. One more. Okay, back to neutral. Shoot your right leg back. Get those toes onto the earth. So we'll stretch through those legs. Notice the difference of when it's just one side and then the other. So push out of your palms and into that right leg. All the toes spread on the earth. Spine is neutral. Head is neutral. Maybe looking forward slightly. Nice straight leg. Great for our kicks. And then release. Right leg underneath. Left leg shoots back, toes into the mat or the earth, pushing out of the palms into that heel. Notice how one side feels different than the other. Nice straight leg. All the toes on the mat. Palms are still spread wide into the earth. And then release. Come back to neutral. We're slowly going to come up. Inhale, coming up. Hands to the hips or the lower back. Push them forward for just a moment. Squeeze those shoulder blades again. Take a breath. And then release. All right, it's that time. Let's come and lay down. Take a moment. Take a few breaths whenever you get there. Knees could be to the sky, feet on the earth, or knees could be to the chest. Completely up to you, whatever feels good. Coming down nice and slow. Take a moment in whatever way you want. It does not matter. What matters is how you feel. Take a couple of breaths. Maybe take a moment to lift your hips and let your lower back get down to the mat. And always remember, when our head is on the earth, our chin is lifted to the sky. This is going to help your neck keep its natural curve. The other great thing to focus on when we're on the mat is our breath. So are you breathing just into the front of your body, or can you fill the back as well? Can you feel the whole body, front to back, side to side, big breaths? All right, let's bring those feet to the earth, and we're just going to tilt our knees from side to side. A great one for releasing inner thigh, hips, and lower back. So let your knees go to one side so you're on the outside of one foot and the inside of the other. Going back to center and then across to the other side. Feel free to move at your own pace. You are welcome to hold and pause. You could have your hands on your belly. Your arms could be out like a T or a cross. Whatever is going to allow you to relax. And just find a little bit of movement from side to side. One or two more breaths. Maybe completing whatever round you're on or holding on the side that needs it most. We're going to come back to center. Make sure we realign our position, lower back on the mat, release the arms. We're going to insert some figure fours for our hips. So we're going to press our left foot into the mat. The right leg extends out long first. Then we use our abs to lift it up towards the sky. And the right ankle goes to your left knee. So we got a nice little figure four going on here. You could take your right hand to your inner thigh to push towards that front corner of your mat. That might give you an extra stretch. You could take a strap or your hands behind your left knee and pull towards your chest. If you choose to lift the left leg up, make sure that your shoulders can relax. And then as you pull towards your chest, you don't forget to push the right knee still towards that front corner. And your left leg could relax. It could be parallel to the ground, or you can even straighten it towards the sky, heel to sky. It's really going to be up to you. But remember, it's never about what it looks like at this stage. It's about choosing the variation that's going to help your hips the most. So do you feel that stretch through your hip area? One more breath. If the left leg is up, we'll relax. Release it whenever you're ready after that breath. Always give you that extra moment. Remember, right leg goes up, Comes out nice and long. Lifts up and hits the ground. Just so that we can go into the next side. Left leg extends, lifts up long, ankle to knee. Again, left hand could just press on that inner thigh towards that front corner of your mat. That's a great hold here. Hands or strap could go behind your knee. You could be parallel, relaxed, or overhead, heel to sky. But listen to your body. As you pull that right knee towards your chest, don't forget the left one needs to go to the front corner. Relax your shoulders. Check in on your head position, chin lifted to the sky. And take a couple of breaths. Notice where you feel that wrapping stretch around your hip. Maybe you notice the difference from one side to the other. Something else you can always do is if your leg is lifted off the ground, you can circle your ankles. So the right ankle, but make sure to relax the feet. We don't want to hold tension in them. And then we'll release. Release that right leg down to the earth. Left leg goes up nice and long. Take the right leg out to meet it. And before we go into our resting pose, take the arms overhead. Stretch from your fingers through the torso all the way down to your toes. Feel those hips open. And then release. Release the arms. Separate the legs, taking one foot to each corner of your mat. Now hands could be on your belly. Palms could be to the sky, just like in mountain pose. Lots of space between the upper arms and side body. Again, checking in on our chin position so that we're lifted to the sky and we have that neutral neck. Relax your forehead. Soften through the jaw. Bring space back between the eyes and the teeth. Each exhale is that moment to fully relax your body, to let go of whatever tension you might be holding. Remember the big difference from standing still practice to this Savasana or final resting pose is gravity evenly pulling on us, giving us that ability to relax every muscle in our body. Soften the hips. Notice how that lets the knees open outward and then the feet dangle to the side. Think about how that might help with snake creeps down or fair lady work shuttles, the ability to relax through these areas. This moment of rest is just as important as everything else we do. And it's a great skill to have and a great thing to use before going to bed at night. Take another moment here, remembering that it's normal for your mind to wander. Just bring your attention back to your body and your breath. Where can you relax a little bit more? You've carved this time out for your practice. Enjoy every moment. Let's elongate our breath just a little bit. Notice how that makes you feel. And start to fill the body a little bit more. Again, inhaling into every part, front to back, side to side. Maybe letting out a sigh or a sound as you exhale fully. Remembering one of the best things about practicing as your home is it's just you. So just let it go one more time. Big inhale, big exhale. Then bring your focus to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling the toes. Roll your wrists, roll the ankles, both directions. Lift the legs one at a time, bring them to center. Arms go overhead, reach from your fingers down all the way to the toes, and then relax. We pause maybe for a moment, and then we lift our legs one at a time. Feet hit the earth, hips go to one side, roll to the other. Always pausing for a moment, never moving too quickly, but then eventually pushing up into a seated position. Take a moment, take a few breaths. Notice if maybe it's just easier to sit up nice and tall. Notice how your neck and shoulders feel all the way through the back and your hips. Last thing we do is we lift the arms up, out to the side and overhead, gathering energy from the earth. And then we bring the hands down to the heart, pausing to thank ourselves for showing up and just being grateful for whatever we can do, knowing every day is different and you did your best. And I thank you for joining me. Namaste.